When the war ended, the men of the Wehrmacht thought they understood the enemy. They'd been told that America was weak, a land of luxury, chaos and waste. Then, months later, some of those same engineers and officers were brought to the United States to share technical knowledge. And when they walked into an American supermarket for the first time, what they saw left them completely flabbergasted, stunned and speechless. The journey to a new world. For men who had grown up under German propaganda, America had always been portrayed as a decaying society. Lazy, industrially incompetent, obsessed with comfort and pleasure. A land of mass production without discipline. So when they arrived in 1946 and 1947, some under Operation Paperclip, others as civilian specialists, what they saw shocked them immediately. The streets were clean, the factories were vast, automated, efficient, overflowing with resources, and the people were not starving, not broken, but thriving. The supermarket visit. One small moment would capture that shock forever. In early 1947, a group of German engineers working in Texas were taken by their American hosts to a local supermarket, the first of its kind they had ever seen. At first, they didn't understand what it was. A single building filled entirely with food, not ration cards, not war substitutes, not stale bread, but real food. They walked through the aisles in silence. Crates of oranges, rows of canned vegetables, stacks of white bread and butter, shelves full of coffee, chocolate, even sugar. Things that had been unobtainable luxuries in Germany for years. One engineer reportedly said softly in disbelief, "There is more food in this one store than in an entire German city." A moment of realization. The men who had been raised to believe in German propaganda stood stunned. In interviews years later, several former German engineers said that the supermarket visit changed their entire understanding of the world. They realized that the strength of America wasn't in its weapons or armies, it was in its capacity to provide, to produce, and to share. The German system had thrived on scarcity and control. The American system thrived on abundance and trust. That day, a single supermarket became a symbol, not of luxury, but of what free societies could accomplish when driven by innovation instead of ideology. The broader lesson. When those engineers later helped with American projects, from rocketry to aviation, they carried that lesson with them. They understood now that industrial might wasn't just about machines and production lines. It was about faith in people, in freedom, in the idea that prosperity could be shared. Some even said that what they learned in that supermarket was more valuable than anything they learned in a laboratory. Return and reflection. Years later, when post-war Germany was rebuilt under the Marshall Plan, many of those same men returned home. And what they saw then echoed that day in Texas. Shops filled again. Food returned to the tables. The new Germany was no longer built on propaganda, it was built on cooperation and supply, on trade and trust.